Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up bobos. They don't see they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes on your way in, man. You know, we're always here for you lot, man. Let's get this going. You understand? So yeah, smash these likes, man. And when they kick off, man, we got some news about Semenyo. This is looking like decision day. It's looking like D-Day. He's gonna come out and say his future. Remember, we was in a position where we wanted him to come out and basically say he only wants Man United or whatever. If he comes out and says he only wants City, it's all on him. So we'll see, man. I'm going to share my screen now and you lot can see exactly what's going on. Obviously, Sky Sports Leo, he's certified. He breaks a lot of news sometimes. And he's come out and said Anton Semenyo could make decision on his future today with situation acutely in balance. Man United and Man City neck and neck and ahead of others in process. But Liverpool remain interested in considering options in wake of Isaac's injury. More on Sky Sports Transfer Show at 4. Obviously, we're probably going to hear more come out whilst we're on stream. So just stick around for it, man, and we'll see what's going on. But this is the thing about Semenyo, man. Today seems like it's the day he's finally going to make a decision. And this obviously lets everyone know. This is the same thing that happened with the lap. If you don't remember, with his relegation clause, was in there. It was Chelsea, Man United. Who else wanted the lap? Everton, Newcastle. There was so much teams in the race. And then, remember, everyone knew it was 30 million. So it's up to the lap. You pick who you want, and then bam. And then it came out he wanted to go to Chelsea because of Champions League, etc. It's the same situation when it comes to a release clause. Everyone comes and makes the phone call and pitches their project to you and says, yo, we want you. This is the situation, blah, 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 blah. And then it's on him in the end to pick. So he might come out and it might come out by like 7 o'clock. Ornstein drops a bomb. Semenyo was chosen Manchester City. Or Semenyo was chosen Man United. Bam, it comes out, it drops a bomb. And then that's our way of knowing. It's not going to be Semenyo himself come out and put an article. It's not going to be him or a tweet or anything like that. It's going to be Ornsteins and the Fabrizios and the Ben Jacobs that's going to come out and speak about it. So we could make the decision today, man. Could make his decision today. His future's in the balance. We know about that. And obviously, his release clause is only 10 days. It's only 10 days into January. So the January the 10th, his release clause is done. There's no more release. Like, no one's going to... Basically, it's going to get wrapped up soon. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So we've got about what? About 10 days, 10 days until the window opens. As soon as that opens, it's going to be a bit mad. Obviously, we've seen Liverpool remain interested because obviously Isaac's got injured now, but I don't know. I don't know if they end up going for a striker or they end up going. I know Semenyo, there's talks about he can play as a 9 and all of that, but I don't know. I don't know if they'll turn around and go for him as a 9. Remember, they did play Luis Diaz as a striker and he's a winger and they kind of won the league with that. But you got to remember, with Isaac gone now, rest in peace, Jota, I don't think they've even got enough strikers anyway. If Ekitike, something happens to him now, you've just got BA wingers. That's all it is. I don't think Gakpo can play up front. I don't think Mo Salah can play up front. Mo Salah's at AFCON. Chiesa can't play up front. So I think you more or less need a 9, if anything. So we'll see what happens, man. Obviously, there's talks about Zirkzee as well. Zirkzee, if basically we get the Semenyo thing through the line, then Zirkzee can go. We're waiting to basically see what's going on because we don't want to have too much forwards, and at the same time, we don't want to leave ourselves short. We're already short when it comes to the AFCON. Ahmad's gone, Mbumo, Mazraoui, etc. So we don't want to leave ourselves short. With the Semenyo thing, I've always said I thought that he's going to go to Man City. Even when there was other teams in the race, there was Tottenham, there was Liverpool fully. I always thought he's going to go to Man City because they're going to win, etc. But when you look at Man City's team, they are stacked. Cherky's playing on the wing, and he's basically got 1 less assist than Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes got the most in the league. So this is what's going on. So I don't know, man. I don't know where he ends up going, but it's a weird one. Are you going to go to Man City and barely play? Yeah, you might win the league. Remember, Grealish won a treble. Grealish won a treble and said, bro, like, he didn't really get off the bench. He didn't even feel like he won a treble. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Calvin Phillips. All these guys, they winning trophies. You're just sitting on the bench you don't really want to be like that. You want to feel it. Obviously, Semenyo is a man that will definitely get some playing time. But come on, man. Like, when you go over them ways, you're fighting for your spot a bit more. So look at this then. Even on FootMob, they've got a little article here. What's this? Anton Semenyo politely rejects big Premier League move, 2 clubs in the race. So this is another source. And it's just saying Bournemouth winger Semenyo has reportedly turned down a move to Tottenham as he focuses on suitors higher up in the Premier League table. Semenyo was caught the eye of an impressive start to the season, racking up 8 goals and 3 assists, exploring the move to Man United, Man City and Liverpool. Semenyo's future, 65 million release clause, January the 10th. Tottenham, who failed with a move for Semenyo back in the summer, were prepared to meet that price in January with a significant salary. That's what Ornstein did say yesterday. He said they tried to offer him a mad money and he said, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't want to come there. I don't care what you lot offering me. I'm all right. Yeah, he's not even answering his phone anymore to them. So that's Semenyo, man. Semenyo's looking like a myth for them. Looking like a myth. So you look at that. Semenyo set to the side between Manchester duo. This is another source. This is not even the source I'm telling you lot that I just showed you, Sky Sports Lil. This is sources galore are all saying the same thing. He's going to look up. It's a Manchester United, Manchester City. I do reckon he could go to City, man. I reckon they've got a better chance because of where they are at the table and what they're chasing. They're chasing the title. We're up and down. We're getting injuries left, right, and centre. Do you really want to come here and, do you know what I'm saying, have a one season where nothing happens? But then again, you're at Bournemouth. So it is where it is. And you've got a chance to play, what, Champions League this year straight away? So it is a bit of a mad one. I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy to see what happens. But let me see what Man City's got. Look at this. Because people are talking about Doku's injured. Bro, what does that mean? Look at their team, bro. Let's go to their last fixture, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, how they're stacked. Look at this. They played Foden on the left wing, Cherky on the right wing, yeah? So that you've got them 2 already on the wings, and then you've got Savino who can come on and play on the wing. Doku can play on the wing. And who else have they got there? They've got another winger. That's obviously Mamouche. He plays as a winger. Doku. So look at that. Oscar Bob as well. So they got injuries, but bro, when these guys are all back, what is going to happen then? We're just going to have a whole team full of BA wingers. Because Mamouche can obviously play as a backup to Haaland, or he can play as a winger, but he's been playing as a winger recently because Haaland's been bailing them out. But Doku, 1. Oscar Bob, 2. Mamouche, 3. What's his name? Savino. There he is there. Savino, 4. Yeah? And then we go to these 2. 5, 6. So that is 6 wingers they've got already that could all start. You know, Manchester City fans must not even look at their lineups. It doesn't even matter. Because you've got 6 players that can all play as winger that are all good enough. And you've got Bernardo Silva, he plays as a winger sometimes. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you've got everyone could start. So you go get Semenyo, you've got 7 players. Yeah, some are injured at the moment and some are at AFCON. But what happens when they all come back? You're sitting there with 7 players. Semenyo comes to Man United, he starts. Yeah, people talk about left wing back. This is the only reason why I had a bit of reservations and thinking he might not come is because of the left wing back role. A lot of people we've seen snub it. We saw Quenda, he was the guy for Amrin at Sporting. Chelsea offered him the winger role. We offered him the wing back role. He said, no, I'm done with the wing back role. So it could get snubbed. A lot of people might look at it as a lot of work to do, but we've got that role. We've got Cunha. Cunha can go and be a backup to a number 9, backup to Sesko, or play ahead of Sesko. And then, or Cunha can play as a 10 as well. If you know what I'm trying to say, I'm talking about like if we was to change to a 4-3-2-1 or something, the Bruno Fernandes position, that like the main 10, he can play as there as well. So it is where it is. I just can't see where he fits into this City team. That's the only thing. But he could turn around. He can get gassed up. They might actually sell him the project. Yo, you're gonna come in and play every single game, and you're gonna be part of everything. And we need depth. We're in 4 competitions at the moment. They're still in Carabao Cup. FA Cup ain't started. Champions League, and obviously the Prem, where they're basically not joint top, but you know what I mean. They're second, and they're going for the title. So it is where it is. Liverpool could move for him, but I don't know, man. I just think Isaac, I think they'll mostly go for a 9. That would make more sense. But then again, like I said, Luis Diaz wasn't a 9, and they had him up there winning the league. So we'll see what happens, man. But Semenyo could make his decision on his future today. So I don't know what's going to happen with this one, man. Like, I've always thought he's going to go to City. But the fact that we're still in there, and let me tell you something about Man United as well. Manchester United, one thing I've realised about us, we don't ever get deep in no race until we're solidified the player wants us. We don't do that no more. Have you not realized? Sesko's, all of these players, Mbumo, all of them, we don't stay in the race until the player lets it known he doesn't want us. And this could be the day that he lets us know he doesn't want us. So it is what it is. That's the only thing that I think is like, raw. We've obviously, we agreed personal terms with him in the summer, and we're optimistic because of how he's obviously told us in the summer that he was willing to come, and we've spoke to him again, and he's obviously optimistic again. It's all about what he wants to do, though. It's all up to Semenyo. So it doesn't really matter what happens. We all know what the money is, who's going to pay it, who's not. And obviously, we've got other places we've got to look at as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's going to be a mad one, man. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but Anton Semenyo could make his decision today. That's the thing. Today might be the day where we get the bomber from Fabrizio or Ornstein or Ben Jacobs that Semenyo has chosen to go to Man United. And in the next 9 days, we just chill out, and then he comes on the 1st of January or whatever. You know, like that. We trigger it, boom, boom, boom. And then he comes. But I just don't know. I don't know if he'll pick us to play wing back. I just can't see it happening. I just can't see him coming to play wing back. And I can't see him benching Cunha. Like, it's a weird one. So I don't know. Unless we're going to change the formation, which we've kind of been doing every game, according to Gary Neville, then I just can't see it happening, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just can't see him coming and playing wing back. Even though he kind of plays like a wing back at Bournemouth, because he does loads of defending over there. They defend as a team, and then he comes. So he could come, but perhaps I just can't see it. And he played on the right as well. He usually plays on the left, I'm sure. I'm sure he plays on the left for Bournemouth usually. And he was playing on the right when he played against us at Old Trafford. So he can play either side anyway. And it could be a thing where maybe, I don't know, we play him as a 9. People are talking about him playing as a 9. I've never seen Semenyo play as a 9. But there's people saying that he can play as a 9 apparently. I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, look, he's got ST there. When you look at his positions, he's played as a striker. He's primarily left winger. That's what I thought. And obviously he's played as a right winger as well, as we just saw. So I don't know, man. But obviously he's in good form and whatnot. And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with this one here. So let's get onto it, man. But yeah, so that's the main thing about Semenyo anyway. That's the main news. And then let me show you some of the other news as well that's come out, and we'll run back into it. If anyone just come in the chat, do me a favor, smash the like, and I'll run through everything that's come true in a second. Don't worry. So we've got this now. Sully, he's just come out and broke this news about 20 minutes ago. The boy Sully, he never misses. And he's not really on this Twitter thing where he's trying to get loads of interactions. He just comes, drops the bomb, and keeps it moving. And he said, listen, Manchester United are looking at possible midfield options in January following Bruno Fernandes' injury. Tests today will determine extent, and Kobe Mainoo's uncertain future. Internal meetings have taken place to find solutions, decisions to be made. So we don't know what's going to happen. It's probably going to be a situation where we see what happens with Bruno. How long is Bruno out for? Is he out for 3 weeks? Is he out for 2 months? Is he out for 6 weeks? If he's out for too long, I think anything over a month, they're going to say, you know what, let's go get someone. But they don't want to, one thing they don't want to do is rush their situation. Amrin keeps saying it. He said, listen, if we can get somebody now that's here for the long term, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to go and get somebody that's just going to come here like an Amrabat. Come here. If we can get an Amrabat on loan, yeah. But we're not going to come and buy it like an Amrabat. Someone that comes here for a season. We don't really want him, but we have to buy him so he comes for 6 months and then he's got a cut. And we've just spent 20 million on him, and then now we're trying to get rid of him, and we've got to lose 8 million to sell him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So he's saying we only want players that are here for long term. That's why Semenyo, that's someone that we want for the long term as a left winger or a left 10, whatever. Let's get him. Now, if we can get, we'd rather wait till the summer so our financials are more sorted. But one, Ornstein came out and broke the news yesterday and said, he said that Semenyo, summertime, Arsenal will be involved in the race as well. And one thing, Semenyo is an Arsenal fan apparently. So we don't want to be in the same race as Semenyo, for Semenyo with Arsenal. There's the same thing with Eze with Tottenham. He was close to going Tottenham. Arsenal came, he's an Arsenal fan, I'm going there. Same thing with Mbumo and Cunha. When you're a fan of a club, sometimes it overweights everything, where it's a myth. So it's a situation where we're going to go for someone that we know. But then it's like, who do we go for? Do we go for a Belieber? Do we go for Anderson? Do we go for them now? We might go for them now and we have to overpay because they're not having it. This is what I'm saying. So we've had all the talks about the midfielders. We've had all the talks about Anderson. He's not going to go nowhere. Thomas Tuchel has told him already, yo, you just stay and play. As long as you're playing, you will be on that plane going to the World Cup. This is what Thomas Tuchel apparently said to Anderson. So I don't care if you get relegated. As long as you're playing, you can be on that bus, that plane. So he doesn't want to leave. Imagine if he comes to us now and he's sitting there fighting for his life, trying to share the pitch with Casemiro. Amrin's trying to give minutes to Casemiro because it's his last season and he's not really getting to play. And that's what's happening with Manu. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you look at it, look at the relegation zone. They're actually deep in it. West Ham's in there bad. Leeds at home are different. I'm gonna lie to you. I think they're gonna get out of this one, you know. I don't think Leeds get relegated because of their home ground. It's so hostile and it's so crazy there that they win a lot of games and they get a lot of points there. So I think it's going to be dark still. Wolves are definitely gone. They're missing. They've got Liverpool next. Forget about it. Away as well, Anfield. Burnley, got Everton. I don't know about Burnley. I think Burnley might be gone as well. But then it's this one. Forest, West Ham. If Forest was to go down, perfect. We could get Anderson on the low. But I can't see Forest going down, man. I'll be real. I can't. They've got too much quality. They've got too much quality to go down. West Ham, same thing though. Jared Bowen is kind of holding them up. They got Paqueta. It's a bit of a weird one. Who goes down? Fulham won't go down. They got too much quality. But then it's like, bro, if Leeds make it out because of their home ground is different. Because of their home ground, if they make it out, it's going to put someone in a mad thing. So it is what it is, man. Some people are saying, let's go for Jared Bowen. I don't think any of us go for Jared Bowen. He's too old. He's not part of their thing. Their thing is 29, 30s, etc. They don't do that. That's too much for them. So it is what it is. Obviously, there's this midfield talk, and we had a situation yesterday that the name that came up was Ruben Neves, and I'll show you that right now. That's the name that's been coming up recently, Ruben Neves. So he seems like that's the player that look, he wants a Premier League return, and I think it was who was it that came out and said about him 20 million. Somebody spoke about him. Chris Wheeler. Chris Wheeler came out and spoke about him and said, "Yo." Basically, man, we could go for him for 20 million, but he's 28, 29. I just can't see it happening, bro. 28, 29 is a bit, I don't think they do that, man. I don't think they do that. And on top of that as well, it's a situation where we're going to be stuck. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Is he part of the long-term project? I don't know. Look at that. He's 28 years old. They only want 20 million for him. He's going to leave. He's a free if it comes to the summer. Summertime, he's free. But they want 20 million if you get him in January, and we kind of need a midfielder right now. So what do we do? Al Hilal. It's crazy, man. You understand? He's balling over there, but come on, that's the Saudi Pro League, mate. You understand? There's a lot of tired legs. I'm not going to judge you over that league over there. You understand? Obviously, he was doing his thing for Wolves. He went over there. He's 28. He's going to be 29 in March. So if he comes in January, he's 28. I just can't see us doing that. I'll be real. And he's on 300K a week, but he doesn't mind taking a wage cut. But how much are you going to take this wage cut? 180, 150? It's a weird one. But this is the situation when it comes to midfield. And you've just seen the article from what's it called? Basically saying that Sully saying that midfield is what we're looking at. Man United exploring the possibility of signing Ruben Neves from Al Hilal in January. He's willing to lower his wages to return to European football. And I don't usually quote the Sun. I don't chat to about the Sun. I don't rate them, but they're basically just saying the same thing Chris Wheeler said. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. Because Chris Wheeler said the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens with that, man. But it seems like we're definitely going to go for a midfielder. That's what it's seeming like now. Obviously, it depends on Bruno Fernandes. If Bruno Fernandes is out for too long, or he's not out for long, then it will depend, of course. But hopefully he's not out. And you can see, bro, you saw the game yesterday, you lot. You lot saw our creativity. We still on to Villa, but it kind of died down. The corners, without Mbeumo and Bruno, the corners and the free kicks, bro, they were literally just going into Martinez's hand. Literally, like, we were just giving it to them. You know what I'm going to say? It's crazy, bro. So it is what it is. So who knows what's going to happen with this? But I don't think Manu goes anyway. This is Manu's time to play. Let's be real. Everyone's talking about Manu needs to play. This is his time to play. And all them people that hate Bruno Fernandes, oh, he's not all that. We need to sell him, blah, blah, blah. Now we're going to see how much he really means. Do we need him or not? Because we saw that little time when he came in for half time, bro. Martinez played good, line breaking passes. But, bro, the creativity, the corners, the free kicks, the balls in the box, everything, the through balls, we wasn't really seeing that much. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we'll see what happens, man. Who can go and play that role? Everyone's going to say, yeah, play Martinez there against Newcastle. Bro, Newcastle's midfield with Tonali and Jimenez and that. Them man are robust. You can't really put someone like Casemiro and Martinez in there, but they ain't got the pace. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's going to be a weird one, man. It's going to be a weird one to see, but that's what we're doing. We're looking at midfield options and we're going to see what comes from it. This is obviously from Sky. It's just said the same thing that Lil said. Anton Semenyo can make his future today, etc. This is some talks about Menu. Menu's chance will come if the injury is not too serious. Let's hope there can be some form of revival. Menu and Manchester United really should work together. Obviously, we all found out Menu was injured yesterday. Some people don't believe it. Some people are saying, Menu's, they're just basically giving him the hard shoulder because of what happened with his brother. I don't know. No one knows. But if he's injured or not, we need him now. I'll tell you that now. So even if Amrin was onto him and he was saying, you know what, I don't want to play you. I'm going to make you sit out this game because of what happened with your brother. He needs to bring him back now. Because, bro, we've got a little dark time. Let me show you the fixtures that we've got as well in this period. Without Bruno Fernandes, without Menu, without, who else are we missing? The AFCON boys. Bro, it's looking mad. And it went from, it could be kind of okay. Newcastle have been bottling a lot of results. Let me show you what Newcastle's been on recently. So really and truly, we should be able to get through them because they have won one away game the whole season. One game away. They were terrible away. Look at them. This is Newcastle. Let me show you what they've been on. Look at that. Look, what's this? Barcelona, Newcastle. Sorry, that's at home. Let me show you their away performances. Look at this. Bam. Lost against Brighton, yeah? Away. At home, they're a different team. They got their fans going crazy. West Ham away, 3-1 down, lost. Brentford, 3-1, lost. Marseille, 2-1, lost. They beat Everton. That's the first away game that they won against Everton. Do you understand? Went to Leverkusen 2-2. I think they bottled a 2-goal lead or something like that over there. So went to the Mackhams. Obviously, that's a derby. They lost. They're not good away. They've won one game away the whole season. And that's against Everton. And that's just after we lost to them with 10 men, by the way. But yeah, so we've got them next. And we should, come on, man. Like, they haven't been at it. They're only really good at home with their home crowd. And this was a 96-minute goal or something like this as well. Like, they're not really clinical. Remember they were 2-0 up against Finger as well. Tottenham at home, and then they bottled that 2-2. 2-0 up against Chelsea. They bottled that 2-2. Bro, come on, we should be beating them. But with all these injuries that we've got, it's a bit mad. It is a bit crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? And the way we're giving out, like, at Aston Villa, I feel like our defense was calm, apart from the little individual moments where we just let Rodgers do his thing, Euro to be precise. But apart from that, there wasn't really bombarding us. Apart from the first 5 minutes when they had them 2 chances, they were kind of pony. So it is what it is, man. Obviously, this is how we're obviously put it on foot mob. Bruno's injured, so it's not going to be this is the lineup. But I'm just saying, we should be able to get something from this team. But then again, you just don't know what team we're going to come with. But Menu, this is your time, bro. Yeah, like how the young players are getting their time. Shea Lacey had his debut. Fletcher, this is your time to shine now. And if you go out there and you play like a month's worth of games, bro, you might turn around and say, you know what, I don't even want to leave. I don't want to go on loan because I played enough here or whatever. But this is the game that Bruno could miss. If you look at this, we've got Newcastle next. So let's say he's out for a month. Let's just be nice and say that he's out for a month. We don't know. But let's say it's a month. He'll be back for Arsenal game, which is the 25th. AFCON finishes here. AFCON, if you get to the final is on the 18th of January. So that's when AFCON finishes. So, yeah, Manchester United, Man City is when Mbeumo, Ahmad, and that should be back if they don't make the final. They both play for 2 different teams. So one of them's going to be back. Maybe Ahmad, maybe Mazraoui, maybe Mbeumo. But this is all the games that you miss. Bruno Fernandes. Crazy, man. And man don't know when Maguire's back. You don't know when De Ligt. People were saying De Ligt's injury is not even that bad. Oh, it's minor. This is what everyone was saying. But look at what's going on. Leeds away is dark. I've told you. That's one place nobody wants to go this season. Everyone has them sort of places that you don't want to go. Leeds away is a myth. It's hostile. People say don't take your kids there. Like they're proper on it. So I don't know what's gonna happen, man. But it's a bit techie still. Like, and we're talking about this top 4 race, etc. We're still kind of in it. I'm not gonna over exaggerate and say we're out of it. We're not. But bro, we have to get some points on the table. Wolves at home, we battered them, but bro, they might come to our ground and play how they played against Arsenal, and then it's a different story. And we got no creativity. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? But Newcastle up next on Friday. Wolves after that. Leeds away is mad. Burnley away, we should be able to get the points on the table. Should be. Brighton in the FA Cup. Remember, they've got Matoma back. And remember, Minte did not go on AFCON. He plays for Gambia. They didn't qualify. So they still got their full team apart from Belieber. So Brighton are still their full team. Man City, they've only lost Mamouche, Ait Nouri, and who's the other guy? Mamouche, Ait Nouri. I can't remember who else, but that's definitely 2. And then we got Arsenal, who's lost nobody. And they're in a title race. They're trying to go for the kill. Boom, boom, boom. So it's a mad one, man. This is a month's worth. And the AFCON boys, unless they get relegated, unless they get kicked out of the group stages ends on the 30th of January. 30th of December, sorry. I went mad. December. So unless they literally don't make it out of the group stage, then they will come and play all of these games. But come on. Their group, and Mbumo and Ahmad, I think they're playing each other today as well. So their group is not that good. So they should make it out. But if they didn't make it out, for example, they'll be back for the Leeds game, etc. Definitely be back for these lots, which is crazy. But it is what it is, man. We'll see, man. That's Bruno Fernandes that might miss. But that's a lot of games that Mainu could come in and show Thomas Tuchel, yo, look at what you're missing, bro. Are you forgetting I was there in the Euros when we lost? I was with them guys. It wasn't Wharton and Anderson. I'm still here. That's a lot of games that he can go and play and show. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Manchester City, he's beat them before. Arsenal. Man City in the final, we scored against. Arsenal, Brighton, Burnley, Leeds, Wolves again. Come on, man. Newcastle at home. So we'll see what happens, man. But Mainu, let's hope we can get some sort of revival. Apparently, his injury is not that bad. But obviously, Amrin is saying that he doesn't know what's going to happen. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. I'm going to get a few of these comments and then we'll get into the rest of the news. But keep smashing the likes, my peoples, man. And you know us, man. We're always here for you, lot. Need Semenyo and a mid. Yes, that's what it's talking like. Semenyo's going to make his decision today. Let me leave it on so that whoever comes in the chat can know exactly what's going on. Knows that there's no sort of clickbait going on. You get me? There we go. Semenyo decision today. This is what's going to happen. Hopefully he comes out and says Man United, but I don't know. I'm not 100%. Sad to say, but Liverpool's back in. Yeah, I would say that, but I just don't know if they will get him to play as a up front. I don't know. I'll be shocked if Semenyo comes to United. I'm not surprised if he goes to Liverpool. That is the club that he does want. Who's that come from, though? I've not heard that from no one solidified that he wants Liverpool. I've heard it from Indy Kaler, and that's who someone that you hate. Crazy. Metric community, big up yourself. Bernardo Silva been playing. Yeah, exactly. So Manchester City have got 6 wingers, and they've got Bernardo Silva that plays there. That's 7 wingers, bro. This is what I'm saying. I just can't see him going to City to go out there and say, I'm going to be in competition with 8 wingers. Like, why do you think Declan Rice said, I'm not going there? He had a chance to go there, or Arsenal. He said, nah, bro, I'm going to go and play every game. Because, bro, what is the point of me going somewhere that, yeah, I can go and win the title and that, but I'm barely going to play. I'm going to be on the bench for most of it. It doesn't really make sense, bro. Foden, Cherky's got the most assists in the league after Bruno Fernandes. He's not leaving his position, bro. He's their guy. He's built a connection with Haaland, bruv. Foden, he's back in form this season. Then you got Savino. Unless he goes to Tottenham, unless they sell Savino to Tottenham, then I don't know. Obviously, you got Oscar Bob, who's injured until January. That's like two weeks or a week or so. Mamouche, when he comes back from thing, he plays on the wing. Jeremy Doku. Come on, man. They got too much wingers. And every single one of them wingers could start and no one will say anything. If I'm a City fan, I don't have to look at the lineup. Oh, Savino's playing today with Doku. Right, no problem. All right, Foden's playing with Cherky. Oh, Cherky's playing with Foden. Oh, you won't even care. Cherky and Mamouche on the wings. Who cares? You've got so much starters that start already. So my thing is, Semenyo, come on, man. Do the right thing, bro. Come to United. You've got your role sorted. But I just don't know if he would want to play left wing back. And even the Liverpool fans, they all say about Semenyo, they all say about Liverpool, they say that Slot loves Gakpo. He doesn't want to drop him for nothing. Gakpo plays on the left. Slot does not want to drop him. He loves when he cuts in and does whatever. And for some reason, he never drops him. Any Liverpool fan will tell you that he loves Gakpo for some reason. So I don't know if he goes there. I don't know if he goes over there and plays on the left. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If they go and get him and he makes that happen. So it is where it is, man. Your opinion on Amrin, it didn't change after the Villa game. Villa's, I think we done well against Villa, man. I see some people are just angry with the manager. So any game, man, are bringing up his record, etc. Bro, we played well against Villa. We didn't take our chances. It was unfortunate to get the injury, and it is where it is. Especially bringing on the young boys and playing how we was playing, we still created chances. It's crazy. I was happy with that, bro. So I'm not with this hype. You get me? Like, it is what it is. And I've already known that they're not going to get rid of Amrin. He's going to be here. So what's the point getting mad at him? It is where it is. Support the thing. I like Martinez playing the number 6. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Someone like Martinez, he's playing as a number 6, but you got to let him play as a number 6 with certain games. You see, like Villa, they're trying to pass around us and that. Like, they're not trying to do the midfield. They ain't got a fast midfield. Especially when they took Onana off and the physicality went. They had Tielemans and Buendia and that. They ain't got a fast midfield where you can play someone like Martinez. They were kind of sitting back as well. When you've got someone like Tonali, Jimenez, them men are physical as well. Bro, you got to be out there. You got to know what you're doing. Remember, one of Amrin's first games, he played Casemiro and Eriksen and we got bullied that game. They came to Old Trafford and could have been 3-0 up in about 15 minutes. Remember, they booed off Zirkzee that game. Remember that, guys? And that was, I don't think they booed off Zirkzee because it's like it was anything towards him. I think they just booed off anyone because we're playing so shit. But remember, that was one of Amrin's first games. And one thing you're realizing, if you pay attention, Amrin is adapting to what's going on. Any team that we're going to play, Bournemouth, they're not sussing us out until the second half. All these teams, look at Aston Villa. They didn't suss us out the whole game. 2 chances for Morgan Rogers, done. That was it. Apart from that, what style of play, what build-up of play was they doing or going mad? They weren't going mad at us like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it is what it is, man. That's what I say to you. Like, I say, like, it seems like he's adapting now. He's understanding the other team now. Like, all right, cool. Villa's going to want to play around us in the middle. Bam, bam, bam. Let me put another midfielder. He's doing little things now that they're not expecting him to do. That's why Villa was bamboozled. They didn't know what to do. You know what I'm trying to say? So when we go to Newcastle, when they come to us, and I say, we'll see. But listen, we got bullied. This is the game that I'm talking about when we played Newcastle. And they bullied us. Remember this game? They came to Old Trafford, 2-0. It felt like a 5-0. They had like, look at that. They hit the post, like the 25th minute. It was madness. So I don't think it's going to be the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Watermard, he's playing a bit better now. But look at the team that we had. Obviously, they've got it wrong. Dalla was playing on the left-back role, not Eriksen weren't playing left-back. But that's the team he played. And look at our midfield. Eriksen and Casemiro, it was a slow midfield. Zirkzee, he was slow at them times as well. It was early days. He just come from the Italian league. He didn't really understand the pressing. That's what happened that game. And we got bullied. So to put Martinez and Casemiro in there, it's a bit too slow for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Joe Linton is injured at the moment. I think Eddie Howe said something about he will only bring him on if he basically needs to defend the last-minute corner or something. They haven't got Isaac, obviously, but they still got Jimenez and Tonali, and them and they had a field day. I don't know how he got a 6.7 ratings. He played well that day, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They were onto us. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happened, bro. We'll see, man. But it's crazy. I don't know. But I just don't know about Martinez playing in the 6 with Casemiro on a team that is like robust, lot of speed. It's a bit techie, I'll be real. So we'll see. But I don't know, man. I'll go more for like, but then again, there's no other options. Ugarte is scaring the life out of man. Ugarte is scaring the life out of me. Every time he touched the ball yesterday, I was spooked. I was like, no, please, bro, just do something correct. There was only one time he dived forward, though, and I was like, yeah, cool. But, bro, it's scary, man. So my team against Newcastle, you know what? I'll do my team in a second and show you what I think we should go for. But I don't think – I like Martinez and I liked what he done there, but I do not think we should play him with Casemiro because it's a bit too slow. And Martinez has to get used to it. He's just come from injury as well. He's got to get used to the position. Remember that, guys. Get Neves on a free. Yeah, that will be in the summertime. Neves is a free in the summer, but he's 20 million if we get him now. That's their little deal for us. Morgan Rogers, a United fan. I don't know if he's a United fan, but he came out yesterday and said that Man United is the best team in the world or something like that. Let me get it right. Or Man United are still a big club, or the biggest club. Man United are the biggest club or something like that. So yeah, I'll show you like that in a minute. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Cool. So we'll look at this now. So this is obviously the thing about Mainu. He will be out for a week or so. So a week or so, that obviously means he does not play the Newcastle game. He's not playing that game. He's not playing. Mainu ain't playing this game. Unless he just cut somehow heals, he ain't playing this game. But is it just, was he really injured? This is the question that people are asking. Is he really injured, or was it just a little punishment? Your brother said, free Mainu. I have to teach you a little lesson, bro. You're missing this one here. Stay at home. Is it one of them ones, bro? I know it wasn't your fault. It's your brother's, but cuz I can't prove it's you, but I have to sit you out because everyone's gonna be. If I let you play this game and be able to feature, then everyone can do it. Then think about it. If Mainu's brother can do that and then Mainu still plays, then it's like, all right, where's the punishment? Everyone can do it. So it might be a thing where it's like, yo, big man, just sit this one out. Next week, you bring you back in, and then somehow you hear on Thursday, Mainu's made a recovery. His calf's okay now. You know what I'm saying? It might be one of them ones. So who knows what will happen? We'll see. Obviously, Lissandro, this is my man talking. This is obviously the Ornstein bomber. This is the last time. Listen, let me tell you something. There's journalists all over the place. You lot got Fabrizio. Everyone relies on different journalists. Some people rely on Brent Jacobs. Some people like Fabrizio Romano because he tweets 100 times a day. I like David Ornstein. That's my favorite journalist. He drops bombs and keeps it moving. He's not on this joke thing. You don't want to come here and speak for ages. He doesn't tweet nothing. He just drops the bomb and keeps it moving. And he's gone out, obviously, yesterday. This is literally just before the game. He's gone and he said, listen, the names that are emerging as the leading contenders right now are Man City and Man United in no particular order. So it's open. No one knows what's going to happen. Liverpool are said to have great admiration for him, and they haven't moved. Obviously, Isaac's getting injured now, so we still don't know. Tottenham were keen. They were going to pay him a significant salary, and he said, nah, bro. He locked up the phone and said, I ain't got time for that. Arsenal might have looked at the situation, but more towards the summer. I don't think he's willing to wait until that point. Arsenal have got so much depth. Arsenal's got the same depth as City. I've just counted 6 players for Manchester City. Savino, Cherki, Foden, Doku, who else plays as a wing for them? Oscar Bob and Mamouche. That's 6 wingers, and I didn't even count Bernardo Silva, who plays there sometimes, but I'm just going to keep it at 6. Arsenal have got Madueke, Martinelli, Saka, Eze, Nwaneri, and Trossard. That's 6 wingers. So they're stacked. So Arsenal's thing is, leave us to the summer, we'll sell Trossard or Martinelli, most likely, and then we want to go for Semenyo and have a mad team. But he doesn't want to wait till summer. He's saying, bro, I want to leave ASAP. Yeah, I'm done with this Bournemouth thing. I want to get out of it ASAP. So it's what it is, man. That's the only thing that I could look at and say, yeah, might go in our favour is that, because apparently he is an Arsenal fan. There's talks that he's an Arsenal fan. So if we went band for band with Arsenal, we've lost already. I don't know if it will be in the race. But we'll see, man. So that's from Ornstein. That's the latest Ornstein said about this. And that makes a lot of sense because Ornstein is certified. Cool. So let me show you lot. I didn't show you lot the Zirkzee stuff. Let me show you lot the Zirkzee stuff as well. And then we'll get into the rest of the news. So look at this now. Breaking 6 hours ago. This is from Core Sport in Italy. And he says basically a deal worth 40 million euros is on Manchester United's table for Joshua Zirkzee. Roma have put forward an initial loan fee worth 5 million and an option to buy of 30 million euros. Bonuses of 5 million will be handed to Amrin's side if the Roma qualify for the Champions League. The offer is close to United's demands, which is 50 million euros. Roma now want to compromise on these terms as soon as possible. So, bro, 50 million euros, what's that? About 42 million pounds. That's how much we more or less got him for. We got him for 34 million pounds we got him for? I don't know. But we're trying to sort something out. And obviously it all makes sense. I think the whole Zirkzee thing goes with Semenyo. If we can get Semenyo, we might say Zirkzee, go. It's cool. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that might be even after AFCON as well, like up the middle. Like I said, AFCON ends on the 18th of December. So even after AFCON, we might turn around and go, Zirkzee, see you later, pal. Thanks for your service. Because, bro, you know they don't rate him. He had his little spell, he had a little 2 games to play, and that was only because Cunha was injured and Sesko. He's never going to play like that. Amrin don't rate him. They might look at him as an L, like he doesn't suit the system, etc. I like Zirkzee. I think he's okay. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but I don't think they really rate him like that. He wants to play. He wants to go somewhere. 5 million loan fee is good. And the thing is as well with this as well, Fabrizio came out and spoke about this because you see, one thing about Italian news, sometimes they just oversay things. They say things and it's not even true. But Fabrizio Romano came out himself and he said something about this as well. I don't know how far he said it, but he definitely said something about Zirkzee. There we go. And he said, look at that, 20 hours ago, Roma are advancing in talks with Joshua Zirkzee on personal terms as top target for January. Deal still depends on Man United decision as Roma want Zirkzee as soon as possible, but Man United have several players out for injury / AFCON. So do we go and get rid of an attacker at a time where we need a lot of attackers? It doesn't really make any sense. So it's a tricky one. But if we can get Semenyo through the door, we might say we don't need you. Because where would Zirkzee play? You got to remember, Zirkzee is like a backup to Sesko, but the backup to Sesko in that position is more or less Cunha. And you've seen what Amrin's done. He's tried to play Mount as a false 9 as well. So I don't know if he's ever going to get a game. So it seems like we're letting this bill up. We're keeping Roma there. We're saying, yeah, listen, Roma, you can get Zirkzee, but wait. And there's talk saying that it's going to be AFCON. We've got to wait to see what happens with AFCON first. Because remember, these guys could get kicked out ASAP. And then it is where it is. So we'll see what happens. But let me show you something else now. 1 second. So cool. What's that there? Yeah. So that's the thing about Zirkzee there. There was something else that I saw about Zirkzee as well. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Maybe I've saved it in there a bit too down. But yeah, Matteo Moretto. Basically, Matteo Moretto, he works with Fabrizio Romano. If you don't know Matteo Moretto, he works with Fabrizio Romano, but he's in the Italy side of it. As you can see, he's got Fabrizio Romano in his thing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that is. It's in Italy. Something about, I don't know. But he works with Fabrizio Romano. Every time he posts, Fabrizio will post straight after, vice versa. They work together. So you gotta take him what he's saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he broke the news about Fulkrug and Milan as well. He's a West Ham player, blah, blah, blah. There was obviously talks about Zirkzee going to West Ham as well, but I think that's fizzled out. And 5 hours ago, he's gone and said Roma are closing in on Joshua Zirkzee. Constant contacts are ongoing. The parties are getting closer. 5 hours ago. So Fabrizio Romano said what he said 20 hours ago. 5 hours ago, he said this, Matteo Moretto. And then 6 hours ago, this is from Core Sport in Italy. So it's brewing, this Zirkzee thing. Do you understand? It seems like we're more or less getting majority of our money back. I don't know how it's going to work. But there's talks about basically the same thing that happened with Napoli, which was with Højlund. If he makes Champions League, then we'll basically, it becomes an obligation. So it could be a situation like that. Let me show you where Roma are in the league, where if it's likely that they will make Champions League or anything like that. And this is how they're looking in the Italian league. Their league is very tight. 1 win puts you top, 1 win puts you fourth. You know what I'm saying? 1 loss puts you fourth, 1 win puts you top. They lost their last game to Juventus. And look at that. They're on 30 points, 31, 32. So if they make Champions League, it might become an obligation. But like I said, we might have to wait and let this happen in the middle of January when the guys come back from AFCON and who knows, we might have Semenyo through the door or another geezer. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not even be Semenyo. It might be someone else that we get them through the door and then it is where it is. So we'll see what happens then. That's Zirkzee for you, man. We'll see what happens. There's constant contact. I'll get a few more of these comments and we'll get into the rest of the news. Keep smashing the likes, my peoples, man. Let's keep these likes going. There are so many better options than Neves. Who would you say is a better option than Neves and can come for something like 20 mil or a loan? Tell me. Because I don't know. I don't know a lot of people. Could see Semenyo playing up top for United. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this. I've never seen him playing up top, but a lot of people are saying that he can play up there. We should have gotten a draw at that game, maybe even won it. We should have won it, man. 100%. But it is where it is. Sometimes it goes like that. Sometimes it's the performance that matters more. Aston Villa, Arsenal, them sort of games. We played better, but we didn't get the results. It is what it is. Semenyo's coming to United. We only go City or Liverpool if we pull out or we ain't serious. But if we truly are suggested, then it's United all the way. I hope so. I'm with you. I hope so. I'm hoping so. I mean, he stopped playing two young centre-backs playing Heaven and Euro won't work. But who else can he play? Salia. Tell me who else he can play. I don't think he's got a lot of options. Martinez is coming back from injury. I think now Martinez is back from injury. Maybe he might play him a bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe he starts on the left, but then where does Luke Shaw go? It's a bit weird still. Once Semenyo chooses, then Zirkzee's going to go for 40 million to Roma. That's more or less getting our money back, really, as well. I don't believe Mainu is injured. Either way, they're saving him for transfer or punishment. Yeah, I'm with you with that one. Semenyo to Liverpool, Ben. Bournemouth, Liverpool, they're already done. I know you're hoping that, Mr. Max. Still, I know you're hoping that one there, but I don't think Liverpool's in the race, man. Even with Isaac gone, I think you don't go for a proper number 9. I don't think you lot are doing that one there. Jacob Brew, we saying, my guy, they've got 7 counting Max Dowman. Safe. Semenyo will go to Man United because of playing time. That's what I thought. That's the same thing I said as well about playing time. That's exactly what I said. Roma needs to change that option to obligation. They could get a deal. I reckon it does turn into obligation somehow because we're not letting that go. There's no chance. They're a poor Italian club. They don't really have the fund for Zirkzee. Yeah, but if we make it a loan with some sort of obligation, they might do. Who knows, man? I remember they're getting players on loan. They got Ferguson over there on loan. They could do something, man. Who knows, man? Who knows? Touchline, big up yourself, broski, man. We soon link up, man. Do some work together. You get me? Big up Touchline, man. You got check him out as well, man. Touchlines, good United channel. Full crew to AC Milan. Here we go. It started. See, I told you. My man broke the news. Matteo Moretto broke the news about that. And then Fabrizio taps in after. I think even Gallagher would be better than Neves simply because he can get about the pitch. We seriously lack athleticism in central areas. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Big up yourself, Nick Tone, man. I hope you're good, broski. Sam, hope you're straight, bro. Semenyo is not needed as much as a goal, as good as yeah. You know what it is though? What's going on always, yeah, is this is what happened with Mbumo. This is what a lot of people don't understand, yeah. See, with Mbumo, we didn't want him at that time. We wanted a striker. Remember, our first thing was let's go for Delap. We wanted Delap. He dissed us, went Chelsea. We started looking at other strikers. We couldn't find the one that we wanted. Then we switched it. We got Cunha through the door. Remember, it was Cunha and a striker. That was it. 100 million, spend it. Cunha 62, striker. That's 90 million. We've saved a lot of money. Calm. And then what happened was we went for Cunha, got him, and apparently we went for what's it called? Who did we go for? Delap. And then Delap picked Chelsea. So when Delap picked Chelsea, we changed our thing because we're saying, you know what? As long as we can get players that are gonna obviously fit the medal anyway, it doesn't matter. So if you're going to be here for the long term anyway, remember, their thing is we want to win the thing in 2028. So as long as we get all the players we can get to fit this module, it doesn't matter what way we get it. So maybe we wanted to get Mbumo anyway, but we get him after the lap. Do you get it? So get Cunha, get the lap, sell a player, then get Mbumo. The lap dissed us. We couldn't find a striker. Jokeres, there was a lot of talks. Osman, it was all acting up, etc. No problem. We'll go and get Mbumo. We got Mbumo. What's all the reports that came out? We need a striker, but we have to sell. We have to sell. We have to sell. Jim bamboozled all of us. We all thought we have to sell and then get a striker. Bam, we got Sesko. See what I'm trying to say? So they just going off whoever they can at what time. We can't get Belieber right now. Brighton are putting out reports now saying that they don't want to sell him. Brighton are putting out reports saying they don't want to sell him. And you know why they're doing that? Let me show you about Belieber. Brighton are putting out reports now saying they do not want to sell Belieber until 2027. And I'll show you exactly what they're trying to do. Look at this, look. Brighton are intent on keeping Carlos Belieber until the summer at least. Nah, this is the wrong one. But there's a report basically saying that Belieber, they want to keep him until 2027. And I'll tell you why they're saying that. They're basically, what they're trying to do is, they know, look at this. The Times Sport and Northcroft. Brighton's plan is not to sell Man United target Belieber until 2027. Let me tell you exactly what they're doing. They know he's having a stinker of a season. If we go in for him now, or even in now, we'll probably get bumped anyway. Always overpay in January. That's normal. If we go in for him in summer, they're going to say, on a normal thing. If we went in from on a normal thing, listen, we want Belieber. He's had a stinker. I know you wanted 100 million. Here's 65. But they're not on that. They're smart. Brighton are smart, Serenity. So what they're doing is they're putting out these reports that they do not want to sell him in 2027. So if you decide now to come in for Belieber, bro, you don't want to sell him. You have to give us some sort of money, some sort of overpay to what you think is the. So if we think 70 million is good for him, nah, bro, we want him. If you want to get him, it's got to be 90 because we don't want him to leave this season. That's what they're trying to do. They want him gone. He's getting hooked at half time on the regular. He's been hooked at half time more than any player in the Prem. They're gonna want him gone. but they're trying to be smart where they're saying, "Low, we don't want to sell him 2027. So if anyone does come in, you got to overpay because we don't even want to sell him when they do want to sell him." That's the game. Brighton are smart. So that's the situation with Belieber. So most of these players, we don't want to go and spend too much money and get bumped unless we have to, because we're looking at our long-term, all of our long-term plans. That's what they're saying. So midfielders, I think someone like Ruben Neves, 20 million, they can burn that cash basically. 20 million, it's only 20 million. Let's get him in. He does a little shift. If we got to let him go in a year or two, it's only 20 million. Who cares? But anyone else, all these bright believers, you go spend 100 million or something, and after how he's been playing this season, it's crazy. So that's the situation with Belieber. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Semenyo's not was that Semenyo's not needed as much. Yeah. Ugarte. We wanted them both. Yeah, 100%, bro. That's what I thought anyway. We definitely wanted them both. And our thing is, yo, let's go and get who we can in whatever order. So we can't get the midfielder now. Let's go and get Semenyo because we need him anyway. We're going to try to get him in the summer, but because we can't get the midfielder now, let's just go and get Semenyo now. That's what I feel like they're going for. He will just force a move. I don't know if he's going to do that, man. I don't know if he's going to do that. I feel like he would have done it already. Already played with his mind. He agreed personal terms with us already. So I reckon he would have forced it already, man. I don't think he will, man. I'll be real. I want him to and make it all cheaper for us, but I just can't see it happening, man. Maybe he comes back from AFCON, good vibes, and Bumo, Onana, and then he says, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do it. But I just can't see it. Remember, he's at AFCON as well, so he might come back mid-January. It's not like he's coming back or he's forcing the move from January the 1st. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it might go a bit left. Believer will hand in a transfer request. If that happens, he'll probably rock the boat this time. I hope so. I hope we can go out there and get a midfielder, but I just know that it's kind of unlikely because we're trying to go for someone that's here for long-term apart from short. Every single signing they go for, but sometimes they're saying maybe we got to go for a player that's available now. So Semenyo's here for the long term. I know we should be going for midfield. That's where we need to go, but the players that we want for midfield are not available. So that's where they're sitting there and scratching their heads. It's a bit of a mad one still. So yeah, let me show you what else has come on. What else has happened now? So look at this now. So we've got that. Dalot's come out and said I'm wearing the captain armband. Yes, obviously a very proud moment. I didn't even know this guy was captain yesterday. Did anyone clock that? Bruno Fernandes came off and Dalot was the captain. I didn't even know that. But yeah, Shay Lacey's obviously gone on Instagram and he said that a dream come true, making my debut for Man United. Thank you for everyone that helped me to this point. Hopefully more to come. Big up Shay Lacey, man. He was I thought that shot was going in. That little shot he done there, that little dink. Mad. That's another report. Obviously, that's from Sully talking about etc. Talking about the midfield, that we're looking at somebody for midfield. People are thinking it's going to be Ruben Neves because Chris Wheeler came out a few days ago and said that obviously we could take the opportunity to sign him. It's 20 million. Remember, 20 million in football is nothing, bro. You'll burn that. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? So, come on. 20 million. You get him in. He does a little shift for 6 months and then he's a backup. Imagine having someone like, what's his name? Ruben Neves coming off the bench. Then Ugarte, bro. I think everyone is done with Ugarte now. Yeah, this is what my man said on the 18th. It's about 4 days ago. Ruben Neves emerges as a potential option for Man United in Jan as ex-Wolves star seeks Premier League return from Saudi. No confirmed interest at the moment from United, who have discussed Anderson, Wharton, Belieber, Gallagher, Adams, and Gomez. I don't know where Adams has come from. Like why that one's even being said. That doesn't even make no sense because that Adams one, we've only been linked to ballers, and then I've heard Adams, and it's just like someone's head got wobbled over there, or that must have been a mistake on the phone or something. Man was saying Anderson in short or something, and man said Adams. Crazy. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens, my peoples, man. I'm going to summarize exactly what's going on. For those that's just come in the chat, I'm going to go to United just in case anything else has come out that we've missed, and I'll summarize. But bro, the Semenyo, it seems like it's going to be the day that he picks and says who he wants to go to. Is this the same Core Sport? Yeah, this is Core Sport. Man United agreed a package worth 60 million to sign Zirkzee from Bologna in 2024. To make sure that they don't incur a loss, their demands to sell him remain high, despite the optimism about Roma's move for the striker is rising. So they're saying they don't care. So we want 50 million at least. We'll lose a little 7 million apparently. But I don't know what's going to happen with this, man. There's talks about this, and apparently we'll wait to AFCON. Who knows what will happen? Bruno Fernandes still being assessed for full extent of injury. Ruben Amorim due to speak to the media ahead of Newcastle game on Christmas Eve. So we'll know a bit more about Bruno Fernandes. And this is obviously Ty Marshall. He's come out and he said Man United are unlikely to sanction a January departure for Zirkzee until their injury crisis has eased up or key players have returned from the Africa Cup of Nations. A deal isn't thought to be as advanced as reports in Italy have suggested over the previous 24 hours, but Roma are keen to sign Zirkzee during the window and they explore a loan or a permanent deal. So he's saying that it's not really as close as it's coming across, etc. So I don't know, man. But this is Fabrizio Romano, Matteo Moretto saying it. So I don't know. Even if a move was to accelerate, United are reluctant to lose an attacking option at the time resources are so stretched. Yeah, that's why man's saying he's not just going to go like that. It has to be if Semenyo comes or something. You know, like if Semenyo comes through, Zirkzee, you can bounce. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I feel like it's going to be. And you're more or less getting your money back for Zirkzee and some money back to pay towards the Semenyo deal anyway. So it makes a bit of sense. 2 debuts, yeah. 2 of the young boys came out there yesterday, Fletcher and Lacey. Big up them, man. And people saying Amrin, obviously, you didn't have a choice, though, to be honest. Clickbait. What's clickbait, bro? Porsche the Bulldog. What's clickbait, Bulldog? I don't do clickbait over it. I'll summarize in a minute anyway. You'll get to see whatever you think clickbait is. So you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, Kobe Mainoo is now unlikely to leave Man United permanently or on loan because of Bruno Fernandes' injury. This is Sky Sports CF on his own opinion. He's just saying that where would Semenyo play? Is he going to want to play left wing back? Blah, blah, blah. That's just what he thinks, of course. And then obviously Leo came out and said what he said about Semenyo. I'm going to show you that properly in a minute. Man United are looking at possible midfield options. Boom, boom, boom. So let me show you exactly what's happened. I'll summarize now. Sky Sports Leo broke the news and he's saying, listen, Semenyo could make a decision on his future today with situation acutely in the balance. Man United and Man City are neck and neck and ahead of others in the process, but Liverpool remain interested in considering options in wake of Isak's injury. You understand? And obviously he said a bit more on their show at 4 a.m. No one ain't aggregated that, so man don't know what's going on. So what clickbait are you talking about, big man? Because what clickbait are you talking about? Because Semenyo's in the thumbnail and this is it here. Man United, Man City, neck and neck. We might get a decision today. So I don't do clickbait, bro. But yeah, smash a like, brother, man, please. So yeah, that's that, man. We'll see what happens. Salih's come out and said what he said about midfielders. We're looking at a midfielder. We don't know who yet. Obviously, we're going to see how long Bruno's out for. It's a soft tissue, so apparently it's going to be a little while. Who knows? That's some more talks about it from Sky. Neck and neck. Today is going to be the day that he could make a decision. We don't know who he's going to pick. City's got 6 wingers. Does he go there still just to go and win the league and play Champions League? Does he go to Man United and have his spot and build? Who knows? I reckon he goes to City. I don't think he picks us to play left wing back. If we play the left wing role, he goes to United all day. It's the fact that it's left wing back makes me just think, oh, I don't know if he goes there, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mainoo, this is his time. Obviously, he's injured for a week. Who knows? Is he even injured? There's talks about he's not injured and we just have to punish him because of what his brother done. There's so much up and down. You just don't have a clue what's going on with this club right now. So we'll see. But Mainoo's chance will come if his injury is not too serious. Apparently, it was a week. Amrin said after the Villa game that he thinks Mainoo and Bruno are both out for the Newcastle game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. He might make it. We might turn around and then he's made it all of a sudden because the punishment's over. Who knows? This is what I'm saying. We'll see. And then obviously we got this about Joshua Zirkzee. Roma really into him. Fabrizio Romano's come out and said that Roma won him. Who else said it? Matteo Moretto, Core Sport. They're basically talking numbers now and that apparently United's demands. We want 50 million euros. We paid 60 million euros. I thought it was a bit less than that. I thought we got it for about 43 million. So maybe so, to be honest. So we'll see what happens, man. Roma getting close. This is Matteo Moretto. Like I said, he's solidified. Constant contacts are ongoing and the parties are getting closer. This is Fabrizio himself saying it 20 hours ago. Roma are advancing in talks. So I can't see us letting Zirkzee go unless we, obviously we get someone in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Unless we get someone in. And obviously, you remember, you don't got to remember something. There was an article that came out the other day. I think it was from Pete Hall that said Man United are favourites to land Semenyo. And this is Ben Jacobs saying his side. He just said Man United and Man City are leading containers. So it is where it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Ornstein said the same thing, that we're favourites. This is some more Zirkzee talk. So it's crazy. It's just going mad and mad and mad every minute that you see it. But United sources are confident that Ruben Amorim can find a solution to fit Anton Semenyo into the team. So he can play as a 9, people are saying. I've never seen him play as a 9, but apparently he can play as a 9. He can play left wing back. He can play as a left 10. He can play as a right 10. It's all over the place. This is the last situation that we've heard about the 3 midfielders that we want. Basically, Carlos believe that Brighton are saying they don't want to sell him until 2027. That's obviously because he's playing shit. They're trying to get his numbers up. Anderson, we've heard what we've heard from Ben Jacobs, that he doesn't want to move because Thomas Tuchel has told him, stay at Nottingham Forest and play. As long as you're playing, you're on that plane to the World Cup. If you leave Nottingham Forest and you go somewhere and you stop playing, because he can come to Man United. We've got Casemiro's last season. He might be on the bench. He might be doing 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it could mess it up for him. So that's the situation with Anderson. We don't know what's going to happen. And what's he going to... City want him as well. What's he going to be? 100, 120 million? Who knows? And then obviously you got Wharton. He wants Champions League football. He's playing Conference League at this time. Liverpool might be in for him. We might be in for him. I think Tottenham was talking about 6 as well now. Who knows what's going to happen? So it's a mad one, man, but we'll see. But Wharton, seriously interest, 2 or 3 big clubs. All 3 of them, it's going to be a domino effect. One's going to be going one way, etc. But Brighton, they've got the worst. They're in the worst frame at the moment because Belieber's having a stink of a season. So they're trying to be smart and say, you know what? We're not selling them until 2027. So if you do come, you've got to overpay for him. Literally, that's what they're trying to do. So that's the last of them. And that's why we can't go for them in January, because they're all 3 of them. We're going to have to overpay crazy. And one thing we're trying to get rid of as well is that Manchester United tax. Everyone knows that Man United tax is crazy. So my thing is, let's just go and get Ruben Neves, man. Get a Ruben Neves for now. Let him put in a little shift, and then we'll see what happens after that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then look at this now. Man United, where's the front runners thing? When my man said that we're front runners. Was it MSI Douglas that came out and said it? MSI Douglas came out and said Man United are front runners to sign Semenyo the other day. There we go. Man United becoming front runners to sign Semenyo was more down to Liverpool having other priorities in January. Remember, Liverpool apparently need a centre-back. That's what put us in the driving seat. But I don't know if that's going to be enough for us to... I don't know. What about Man City? Because obviously we've heard Man City's in there as well. So I don't know, man. If Amorim switched to a 4-3-3, Semenyo would shoot. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know what we're pitching him. We might be saying to him, yo, we're changing the thing every minute. We're going to be a 4-3-3 soon, or the 3 is going to be wingers. He knows what Amorim's saying to him. This is what I'm saying as well. If we had a 4-3-3, Semenyo's already wrapped up. It's done. Remember, because he thought he was coming in to play. We was going for Semenyo before Mbumo. Remember that, you know. We went in for Semenyo before Mbumo. And then obviously it didn't happen because they wanted 80 million or something for him. Something crazy. Race 1. Race 1? What's he talking about? Oh, it's the same guy said I said clickbait. No, I put race 1 with a question mark. I put a question mark, bro. Because we're the favourites. As you can see, Man United becoming favourites for Semenyo is more down to Liverpool. So if we're the favourites and we're the front runners and he makes a decision today, I said, have we won the race? It's a question. It's a question mark, bro. This guy, well, I got you or something. You thought it was done? Nah, man. No clickbaiting, man. It's always here, man. Did you see the clip of Semenyo wearing the Chelsea shirt while talking about the history and saying, yeah, I saw that. But that's, I'll prefer him say that about Chelsea. Do you get it? Because he's got no problems with us then. I'll prefer him say that about Chelsea. Like, that's the team he supported. That means he's got no problems with us. If he said something like that wearing a City top, or there's talks about him being an Arsenal fan, and then Arsenal's in this race, it'll be long. But because he's saying that about Chelsea, who is not in this race, they've got about 100 wingers themselves, I'm cool with that. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that still. Get a midfielder, maybe to even step 2, whatever. Yeah, bruv, we need a midfielder. That's what I'm saying. We need a midfielder anyway. And this was always the thing anyway. We always had 4. Bruno, Mainu, Ugarte, Casemiro. Collier's on loan. So we've always had 4. We've always been at a deficit anyway. So we've always needed a midfielder. And there was talks about getting 2 at the end of the summer because obviously Casemiro's due to go anyway. So 100%, man, I'm with you lot, man. We need to get a midfielder. I want to get a midfielder as soon as possible. But it's just about who do you go and get without overpaying and going crazy. Brighton is trying really hard to outsmart us for Belieber. They're ready to have his replacement and are ready to sell him. They think that we still have the bankers. Exactly. Their replacement, I can't remember his name. I think they loaned him out or something. I know exactly who you're talking about. They've already got their replacement. but they know that he's having a stinker of a season. This is what I'm saying. Brighton are not dumb. They're very, very smart. They're very smart. Agreed. Big up your soul suspected, man. Hope you're good. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes up. Man United got Joshua Zirkzee. Oh, 42.5 million. Why are they saying 6? Nah. Was it 42.5 million euros? Yeah, bro. So why do we want 60 million then? Euros? I don't know. But either way, we want some of our money back anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's get our money back. Who knows? And this Semenyo will be a great signing. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that one. But I think we need a midfielder as well, man. 100%. Now we need a midfielder. But then again, Amrin, the way he's been changing up the system, he's gotten Cunha to drop back in or Mason Mount. He's understanding what's going on, man. So it is what it is, isn't it? We'll see what happens. But let me summarize exactly what's going on now. So this is the last thing. So yeah, like I just said, anyways. Semenyo, we're neck on neck with Man City. No one knows what's going to happen. Apparently, we was front runners, but Man City's in there as much as us. He can go to Man City, play Champions League football for the first time in his life, probably win a trophy this season. They're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. They're more or less in a title race. If I was him, you would probably go there. But then again, they've got about 6-7 wingers. Savino, who's the other geezer? Doku, Foden, Cherky's playing on a wing. Oscar Bob, Mamouche. And then they've got Silva as well. He plays there. Grealish might go back. And then what's the manager going to say? What's the manager going to say? Because remember, Pep's meant to be leaving at the end of the season. So when Pep leaves, what's the manager going to say that comes in? Say Maresca comes in and says, I want Grealish to stay. I'm going to play you every game. You're my main winger. What happens then? You've got 8 wingers. And then what? You start selling? Come on, man. So my thing is come to United, bro. But then again, it's like, do you want to come in and play left wing back when you're thriving in left wing? And left wing back is a lot more work. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. And obviously there's talks about us going for a midfielder because we don't know the extent of Bruno's injury, which is the boy Sully dropping a bomb as he does all the time. Big up the boy Sully, man. If you're on Twitter, you have to follow the boy Sully because he is certified. You understand? I hope we get him. What's that there? Yeah, we already have 60 million. That's Semenyo. So Zirkzee, that's the midfield money. But I reckon we already got the money anyway. We went in for Belieber in the summer. We want the Belieber. We already had the money. You're not forgetting Garnacho and them and are gone. That's 3 times the money we can spend there. He's an academy player. That 40 million for Garnacho, we can spend 120. It's crazy. So we already got the money anyway, but we just want to get our target. So I reckon right now, it would be kind of smart to get like a Ruben Neves, 20 million, and just get rid of him in 2-3 years because 20 million is 20 million. It's nothing when it comes to football. But to go out there and buy a player that they don't really want, that's where it's going to be mad for them. And that's where I feel like it's going to be a bit techie. I hope we get him. Same, man. Same, my boy, man. I hope we get him as well, bro. He'll be a starter for us. He'll be a bench for City, exactly. And even if he isn't on the bench, he's coming on the 60th minute. And I think Grealish said something about it. Someone said something like, when you win the trophy and you don't really play that much, you don't really, you know what I'm saying? You don't really feel it like that. That's why Grealish went on loan. Then when they're winning trebles and he's not even barely playing, like, how is he going to feel like, yeah, I really, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. Pep Guardiola, is he leaving Man City? There's talks about him leaving Man City. Ornstein dropped a bomb the other day and he said that Pep might be leaving. And what's his name? Maresca is a top choice. So this is what we looked at and we said could go in our favor as well, because we don't even know if Pep is going to be there. So how can you convince him? Look at that. Enzo Maresca high among candidates, Manchester City. Considering in case Pep Guardiola exits next summer. No one knows. Pep came out and done an interview, a press conference, and said, listen, right now I want to stay, but sometimes I wake up, I want to go. You know, he's a madman. He doesn't even know. So he's saying he doesn't know how he's going to feel at the end of the season. He might go. And look at that. Enzo Maresca is high on the list. So if you, Semenyo, go to City and Enzo Maresca comes over there and says, nah, I like Grealish and Doku. That's my main 2. You're on the bench. You know what I'm going to say to you? Like, you're not, so you're going there to work for someone that is not, obviously there's talks about Amrin's future as well. We don't know, etc. But bro, at least my man's come out and like, if he just stays as it stays, he's staying, isn't it? He's going to be here. There's nothing about his future like that. It's more the media and the fans, but he's saying, look, this is coming out from Ornstein, who is the #1 journalist for me. I like Ornstein more than Fabrizio or any of them. because he doesn't do this talking thing. He just comes, drops a bomb, and keeps it moving. So that's why I say, I reckon my man leaves. And if he ends up leaving, of course, then how can you go there? How can you pick to go to somewhere that you're not even sure the manager's going to be there? How can you be in the manager's plans and the manager ain't going to be there after next season? It doesn't even make sense. We have put 60 million for Belieber. I just look at Semenyo celebration when he scored against us. He did not celebrate that much. What are you saying? You're saying he didn't celebrate that much, yeah? He was rating us. I don't know, man. I don't really deep things like that. I'm more upset when the ball goes in the net. I'll be real. We can see too much goals, man. But we'll see what happens, man. We have the money. We should loan Dorgu for a mid-table club for more experience, because if Semenyo comes, Dorgu's not going to play let minutes. Yeah, but he'll be back up, though. Remember, we got no one else to the left back. Dalot plays there sometimes, but you can see Dalot's been a bit better on the right. He's been a bit better in general, you know. The last couple of games, Dalot's actually been all right, to be honest, you know. I'm a huge critic of Dalot as well. I always diss him up. But he's actually been okay. So even yesterday, he wasn't too bad. I'll be real. Yeah, he should have probably ran out and not let the cross go in 100%. But majority of stuff, he didn't do a lot of bad stuff, to be honest. We should get Guy in January. Any update? I think Guy, apparently, he's going to wait until the summer. Whoever gives him the best deal for him to sign on. Remember, when you sign on as a free, you get the money yourself. Do you understand? So he might get like a 10 million up front and then bam. He's on, like, you get a sign-on fee as well. So that's more or less the news, my peoples, man. Smash the likes if you haven't already, man. You know we're here every day. And I do a 10-minute video with all the Man United news every day. So any news that comes out from now all the way to about 9 o'clock, I will put it in a video for you lot for 10 minutes. So make sure you lot are in there. Let me know what you lot think, etc. And hopefully Semenyo comes out and picks United, man. So make sure you lot smash the likes, my people. Subscribe if you're new. We're here every day. Love, my peoples.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. Bumping up the server beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.